I talk about turnovers and what happens and what's the result, look at this. In the 5 wins, the Redskins are +8. In the 4 losses, -9. They've lost it twice today on interceptions. One by Walls, one by Fellows.
I think a thing that is as big as that, though, is the fact that they can't play in long yardage. And they were getting that way from not having success on first down and again from penalties.
2nd and 6. Hill and Renfro both wide to the left. White is disgusted with himself. I think you could see that. He let the time elapse at 30-second clock. There is a conference that's going to have a lot of serious thoughts today, tonight, tomorrow, next week.
Well, you know, Joe Gibbs is one of those guys that is always thinking of offense, and a good head coach is always thinking not what's going on now, but he's thinking about what you do the next time you get the ball. You know, what are we going to do the next time? Now, he looks like he's thinking about it a lot more than Theismann is. Joe has that paper. He's right. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Theismann's adjusting his helmet.
2nd and 11 from the Redskin 38. Right back to throw. A lot of time, this time to Cosby. Out of his hands. Incomplete. Curtis Jordan was near. But that one looked as if it could have been caught. Raiders in San Diego having a good battle. 20-20, 3rd quarter. And still Miami making it 7-3 over the Jets and hanging on to that lead.
You know, Doug Cosby was saying last night that in those passing situations, I'll be playing more as a 3rd wide receiver. He said, one thing you can be assured of, though, I won't go deep. He said, if I do go deep, you can be assured he won't throw it to me.
And you really remember a couple of years ago when Billy Joe Dupree was still there, he did a lot of blocking. Now they've relieved him of those responsibilities. Now he's in the slot position to the right. White, down he goes. Charles Mann hits Danny White. That's the 3rd time he's been sacked today.
That may be something that they need. Now watch Mann. He's starting out here. He's starting up the field. Then he takes an inside move. Dave Bunch goes to the outside. And as he gets by the inside guy, there's the quarterback, Danny White. That may be the type of play that the Redskins need just to wake them up a little. You know, they look a little lethargic or something out there.
Just over 2 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mike Saxon goes back to punt for the Cowboys. Ken Jenkins deep for the Redskins. Saxon aiming out of bounds. Jenkins handles it at the 11. Is hit as he gets to about the 15 by Jesse Penn. Cowboys number 59 doing a good job on the special teams. Steve Diassi down there also. 43-yard punt, a return of 9, so they net 34. 1:38 left to play, 3rd quarter, 13-0. The Cowboys over Washington. Change in defense, perhaps.
Well, you know, one thing that the Cowboys do when they get ahead of you, then you see the 4-0 every down. Here now they think the Redskins have to throw, so they aren't going to see the normal defense anymore. They're going to see the rest of this time 4 defensive linemen, 7 defensive backs on all downs.
One of those defensive linemen is number 60, Don Smerrick, who's a good pass rusher. Here they go right by him with George Rogers. Bill Bates, who becomes the middle linebacker, made the stop on Rogers.
You know, that's sometimes a problem with a game plan. You know, you have a plan that when they do that, we'll run at Bill Bates, we'll run at the middle. But then when you get down 13-0 and you haven't scored yet, then those things don't make as much sense Sunday in the 3rd quarter as they did Thursday afternoon.
You have to be willing to make some sort of an adjustment. 2nd and 3. Gives it into Rogers, and he is hammered by Jeff Coach and Randy White. If you don't have it, you can't put points on the board, can you? The Redskins were 2nd in the NFL in time of possession after 9 games. And today, it's a different story.
You see Jim Jeffcoat there. Last week, Ernie Stautner for St. Louis put in a move he calls crash. where Jeffcoat just crashes to the inside of the tackle. Had a big day against Luis Sharp. Today, he's doing the same thing. That last move he just made was a crash.
He gets better and better. Here's Theismann looking left. Gets it out to Art Monk. Art Monk is hammered out of bounds by Victor Scott. A gain of 10, a Redskin first down as the clock runs down to 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Dallas leading 13-0. There is Ernie Stotner. He's done such a magnificent job with that Cowboy defense. A lot of different things, a lot of unusual things this year particularly.
Well, a lot more, a lot tougher, a lot more aggressive this year. Last year the whole team felt that they were too passive on defense. This year they're going after. They get there in the 4-0, boom, and they all go after the offense. They're attacking more.
Theismann back to throw, chased by two calls, fires and throws high out of bounds just to get rid of it. Tell you what, you talk to Ernie Stotner and you listen to him talk, passive is a word that's not in his vocabulary.
And you get the feeling that Ernie Stotner, if they get down and they didn't have enough defensive linemen, that he could still go in there and play. I mean, that guy is a big guy. Look at those hands on him. If he got those hands, boom, he could still get those hands on his shoulder pads. Big legs. He's a big, strong guy.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, when he was playing, every guy that I ever talked to that played against him said that was the guy he least wanted to play against anyone in the NFL.
You're talking to one of them right now. Here's Theismann in the pocket, deep. He has Monk. And Monk is to the Dallas 23. Victor Scott finally back there with him. But the Redskins now, and that's the last play of the third quarter, pick up 45 yards, a first down, and move it deep into Dallas territory. That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Dallas 13, Washington nothing. We now pause for a word from your local station. RFK Stadium, hail to the Redskins. Right now they're being shut out 13-0, but they're on the move. We begin the fourth quarter. Dallas 13, Washington nothing.
Both teams knew that if there's going to be a big play guy in this game, it has to be Art Monk.
He just made a big one. A pass from Theismann. First and 10 Redskins at the Dallas 23. Theismann retreats, quickly gets it out to Clark. Clark looking for running room, can't find any. Manufactures some, and finally Don Smerrick hustles out there to knock him down, number 60.
Of course, I think Charles Mann got the thing started with the sack, got some light. Then here's the big play that the Redskins needed. They had to break someone loose. Art Monk gets by Victor Scott there. Now look, had he not lost his balance there, that could very well have been a touchdown.
Art Monk, the clutch receiver from Syracuse, set an all-time record, as you know, last year. 2nd and 5 they give to Rogers. Rogers hammers to about the 11. That looks like enough for a Redskin first down as Michael Downs made the stop. Dallas leading 13-0, but a lot of time remaining.
Now this place is getting fired up here. It was quiet there that first half and then the third quarter. Now the whole Redskin team is up in the sideline. No one's sitting on the bench. Got things going here. A little spirit going in this place.
Sounds like familiar times now. Sounds like what we remember the stadium being like.
Maybe you hear it if they get one in here.
Monk starts in motion, stops, moves again. Theismann looking for Monk. Now he's looking left, looking center, throwing touchdown. Gary Clark. Mosley with Theismann holding, trying for the extra point. Mosley drills it, and it's 13-7. 13, Washington 7. The Redskins just scored, and this place has really come alive. Gary Clark made that adjustment. The Redskins scoring drive, 8 plays, 85 yards. Heisman to Clark. Pops the kickoff high and deep. Robert Levette takes it at the goal line. Nothing doing there. There's a flag down. Levette gets back to about the 18, but the penalty marker is on the ground again. Ken Jenkins down to make the hit.
That's going to be against Dallas. That'll really put him in the hole here. Now the Redskin defense has to come up with a big play. Tom Landry is thinking his offense has to come up with a big play. Danny White's hoping Tom Landry has a big play.
And this place is really rocking now. Nobody's sitting down anywhere that I can see.
Dexter Manley's leading cheers out there in the huddle.
Can't even hear Pat Haggerty.
First down.
Dallas backed up to their own 5. 6 ball. 13:20 left to play. The Cowboys huddling in their own end zone.
You know, this whole resurgence here, the Redskins started with their defense. I thought it was Charles Mann's sack at Danny White that started this whole turnaround.
Danny White, the quarterback, with Dorsett deep in his own end zone. White to work. To Tony Hill, incomplete. Vernon Dean, the defender.
Tough place to pass out of the end zone because, of course, if you get a sack there, then it's 2 points. If you have a penalty, there's you're going to pass and you have a holding penalty in the end zone, then that, of course, is a penalty. That gives them 2 points. So when you go back to pass out of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen.
That is about the worst place you could be. A lot of bad things can happen. Tony Dorsett is the lone setback. They go with 2 tight ends now. And they get to Dorsett. He breaks out of the pack and hammers and gets some breathing room. Curtis Jordan finally got Tony down. About a half yard, it would appear, short of a first down.
I tell you, but this is great second or third effort on Dorsett's part. It's a trap in there. He gets by that tackle, by that hand tackle. See, that's 2 tackles he gets away from. And then he gets there, and then right at the end, he gives a little more extension to come very, very close to a first down.
Close
They're going to measure it.
So they'll bring out the chains. Good block on Dave Butts. Close to the first down, and it could be a very critical, crucial first down. It is.